Evening guys, we're back for a little chat, we're a little bit of a discuss, a little bit of a debrief here back on YouTube. It's been so long, but I thought to be honest, I thought I'd be doing loads of YouTube, loads of blogs, and everything over this past like lockdown scenario over here in the UK. But yeah, I've not really been up to that sort of way of creating. I have been creating, I have been doing things. I've done pictures, I've done paintings, I've done a lot of video work, a lot of sort of like video work where it doesn't involve anyone wearing it, just from like a different perspective. So hopefully you've seen a lot of that on my Instagram, but basically I'm trying to keep busy. And like everyone goes through ups and downs, especially at the minute. So I'm trying to keep busy, and I find that is the way, that is like how my body works. If I keep busy, I don't get down, I don't get depressed, and I sort of like tackle each day as it comes. So we're going to have a little bit talk about that, because obviously it's such a massive thing, everyone's in the same position, it is crazy. But we're also going to have a talk about, when I say a killer shirt here, I mean probably one of the best shirts I have ever been given, and I want to say it's probably the nicest print, most rock and roll, most sick, cool print I have in my wardrobe. When I saw this shirt, when I saw the designs, I was like, oh my god, that is an unbelievable shirt. That's on the blog tonight as well. So we've got a YouTube, we're going to have a bit of a chat, we're going to talk, we've got a shirt to discuss, and hopefully we can all, you know, sort of like de-stress as well. This position obviously a little bit of a changed one, because I'm back in the house, and like everyone, can't get my words out, everyone is in the house as well. So I'll be like, right, quiet little room upstairs, we'll come, and this is where I've got my sofa, which was in my flat in Manchester. It's literally just thrown in a room, and there's stuff absolutely everywhere. But I've made a little corner, a little YouTube sort of background where I can sit and chat. But this is it, the camera's up really high, I feel super low because this couch is low anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to deal with it, and let's see how this turns out. So, what was I discussing? Where to start? I mean, it's been absolutely crazy. I don't know how long I've been in the house now. It's definitely been like, it's definitely 5-6 weeks, probably round about that time. I don't know if it's more, I don't know if it's less, but I've not really been keeping count. What I've been doing to sort of like get me through and sort of keep me in a good state of mind is just like setting myself tasks. I've got an amazing planner diary every week, and it's like, what do you want to achieve this week? Bullet point it, write it out. What have you achieved this week? So you reflect back on the previous week, what have you done? And to be honest, this diary is literally getting me through. So I love making little to-do lists, I love making little projects in my mind. Luckily, this is the first time I've gone for YouTube and gone on a blog and like written something down in so long, because I've actually got something to talk about. So I don't really put a blog on when I've got nothing to talk about, if it's personal or if it's clothed based. But luckily I have got a shirt tonight. So this is why I thought, alright, it spurred me on to do a YouTube as well. It's got me back to writing the blog. There's nothing more than I love to like write a blog. So write a little bit about personal feelings, personal climate. I mean, how can you not write or speak about the climate and what's happening at the minute? But yeah, it's also about this shirt as well. But I just feel like, I don't know how all you were doing, but I've seen obviously everyone on Instagram and sort of like catching up with friends on like texts and WhatsApps, and I have been partaking in the weekly quiz. So we've done pub quiz. I've hosted 2 pub quizzes now for a couple of pals in London and a couple of pals back here where I live, and it's been really good. So that's sort of been getting me through as well. I'm not a person to FaceTime massively, and I never used to chat that way, but this sort of like where we are at the minute has made me more, I don't know, like obviously you think, oh, he does YouTube, he'd be fine on FaceTime. I do YouTube because it's all controlled, I can stop it at any time. But when you're like, when you're there, when you're live, when you're doing something, I find it quite like intense. I did an Instagram live with this cool guy from New York, bit of a legend, he's into his clothes, everything like that, and before I was like, oh my god, this is serious. But to be honest, like I did prep a little bit, and I did write a few things down, topics, conversations, etc., what I wanted to talk about, and I think it went quite well. So I don't know if any of you catch that, but yeah, it was quite nice to like just, there's a lot of my mates, I've got friends in Paris, I've got friends in America, and it is crazy how like, when the saying is everyone is in this together, but when you know that if you've not achieved that day, and it's like if you've not done anything, if you've took the time out and just, you woke up late, you feel crap, it's like everyone feels like that. So it's good to be productive, but it's also good, I've learnt, and this is a thing which I find really hard, to like not do anything and just like have that time. So it's like, oh, what have you done today? I've woke up late and I've watched a film and I've just sort of like potted around. That would normally get me down, but I'm sort of learning to like accept that a little bit more, that you can't be busy all the time. But it is nice being busy all the time, so I'd rather be busy, as I said. So luckily, I've not had any like collaborations or sort of, I don't know, like working with people and like a bit of work going on for like a good few weeks now. So apart from doing my own little like to-do lists, and I've not had anything from like brands for weeks and weeks, because obviously everything's up in the air. It was so nice that two things last week came along at once. So obviously one of the things I want to talk to you about tonight, I know I keep on saying I want to talk about it, but believe me, stick with it, we'll have a little bit of a conversation, then we'll get into this cool shirt. And then I've also sort of got this like partnership with a German brand called Tiger, which if you've never heard of them, it's Tigha. That hopefully will be definitely on the Instagram soon. And you can check their stuff out because they've sent me some really cool bits, especially these awesome like lattice work jeans you might have seen, which run down the side of the leg, on my Instagram over the past couple of weeks. But yeah, I've shot some stuff for them, created some like really cool outfits for them as well, and I can't wait to show you that. But shall we just get on and forget talking about me, forget about talking about the general atmosphere, and just take our minds off things by talking and looking at an awesome shirt? Yes, I think that's probably the best way to do things. So this is the awesome shirt in question. As you can see, I think this print is unbelievable. When I first saw this print, I was like, guys, you've literally smashed this out of the park. So this brand, it is a brand which I featured across my blog last year, and the brand is called Mr. Wood London. When I went across to Barcelona last year, it was like sort of like just before the summer, so it was really, really nice out there. I think it was like May or June time, and I got gifted this like really cool, it had like a skeleton Mexican theme with like alcohol and sort of like rum-based skeletons having a party on the shirt, and I really, really liked it. But that was through their second collection. This is now their third sort of collection of super cool shirts. They only actually make 150 of. So these are all limited edition shirts, and this actually tells you in the back, so their slogan is for good times, and they've got a really, really cool story behind the actual brand of like how the guy got first inspired of making shirts, his favourite shirt, the favourite pattern, which he cherished for ages. I went into this on my first blog, which I've obviously linked in tonight's blog, but obviously if you don't want to hear the background story, if you just want to see the shirt, go across and check the shirt out now. So yeah, it actually tells you obviously what edition of the 150 this shirt is, which is really, really cool. It's a 100% viscose shirt. It's got a print overall obviously on the back and on the front. It's got the nice little detail pocket here, but when you see the red lips, the smoke, the cigarette, the little cigarette's got there, sort of like two initials of the brand, Mr. Wood, so it's got an MW on each cigarette there, and then it's just got this white smoke. But this shirt reminds me of like a Saint Laurent shirt. It reminds me of like a, I don't know, like a Keith Richards would definitely wear the shirt. A bit of Noel Field in there as well. Probably see Brand also sporting a shirt like this, but it is one of the coolest shirts I have. I've definitely got in my wardrobe. I absolutely love it. This shirt also comes in a short sleeve, so it was quite a hard decision for me, but obviously I do like my long sleeve styles, so I went for the long sleeve in this print, but they also do a really, really nice short sleeve version. But yeah, it's really, really killer. It's absolutely amazing, and that is on my blog tonight. I did all the photos sort of in the dark. There was no one around. I was basically around the back of my house. Obviously hard times, hard to take photographs at the minute of anything basically. But yeah, I did it in the dark, so you can only see these bricks and the flash, and I just thought it would give it a cool sort of vibe. Also, the flash was like double firing, so I was getting this like two image in one thing, which I actually thought it was a mistake, but it actually ended up looking really, really cool. So yeah, this shirt is just crazy, crazy cool. I absolutely love it. It's just the lips, the motif, the little sort of highlights on the lips, the detail of the, you know, the print is absolutely amazing. But yeah, if you want to check the shirt out, I strongly recommend you go and have a look at the photos on my blog. Obviously you'll see the little post on Instagram, and you can go and follow their Instagram because they're dropping shirts like every day. They dropped the shirt on Thursday just gone, so it came out early Thursday morning. the short sleeve version and the long sleeve version. But they've also, like, this week I've seen pretty much every few days or every day they'll release a new shirt, and they're all like super cool. There's something there for absolutely everyone, and the material's nice. The quality of the shirt's amazing. The nice little wooden buttons are a nice little touch. Detail pockets. Everything is just literally, I can't tell you like how cool and how well, I can't because I've just done it, but how much I absolutely adore this shirt. I just think it's just really, really nice. I wore it quite open, you know, because I mean I wasn't going anywhere, but probably I would sport it open. I do like wearing my shirts massively open, but I sort of like went overboard with this just to get the whole vibe. Had it tucked in, and then I tucked it out, rolled the sleeves up. You just wear it so effortless, and with a print like that, it will just be cool. Soon as you walk into a bar, when we walk into a bar or a club, you will definitely get sort of recognised, and sort of like you'll stand out from the crowd with one of their killer shirts. So yeah, that's on the blog tonight. I've written a little bit about it as well. Obviously, you've seen the YouTube. We've had a little catch up. I hope you're all good there. I hope you're all staying safe, staying in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, I'm super excited to talk about this Tiger partnership thing we've got going on. Got all the stuff downstairs. Shot a little bit here, shot a little bit there, but it's looking sweet. So hopefully there'll be a YouTube on that if everything, touch wood. No wood. Oh, there's some wood there. Touch wood if everything is still good with us and my family and everything like that. I hope you're all doing well, and let's hope we can, you know, all get through this together and come out the other side. It can't be much longer. But yeah, crazy time. And it's just like, I hope you're all keeping busy. Hope you're all good. And that's pretty much all I can say. It's pretty much all anyone can say at the minute. But yeah, guys, stay sweet. Cheers, and thanks for watching this YouTube. Be amazing if you could check out the brand and the blog, and I'll see you in a bit. Stay safe.